an idea. What's your push to talk button that you use?
Travis, I'm recording on OBS and on the other one. No mic here. See? No mic.
Well, I was just gonna have it so that way we have you all have push to talk on OBS.
Travis, I have my mic off here and OBS is recording everything.
I understand, but I was saying this could be easier on you.
I don't want to use push to talk.
You have to though already.
No, I don't.
You don't use push to talk on.
No, I don't.
Then how come I have to?
I don't know, because you used to not be staff and now you are. You can turn push to talk off.
No, I can't.
Yeah, you can.
No, I can't.
Yes, you can.
No, Dad, I can't even access like the stuff that you can. Like, I can access. Like, can you access? Like, I couldn't access videos. Can you scroll up? I can now because they fixed it. Can you access swing alerts?
Yeah.
I can't.
So talk to Sequence. You should tell him you have to use push to talk. You can't access swing alerts. Like, he'll fix it for you. There's something wrong with your shit then.
Oh, okay. Sorry, I won't be long. Well, I guess if you don't have push to talk, then yeah, it doesn't matter.
Hey guys, I'm on.
Hello.
Hello.
Yeah. Yeah. Hey guys, can you hear me?
Yes, sir.
Alrighty. So let's kind of see what we're doing today with the market. So I did see a dump today. I expected that, honestly. I was not there to trade it, but let's go into it. So we will start with and I'm hearing myself catching rockets multiple times.
You shouldn't be hearing yourself from me.
Yeah, it might be Ryan.
Said me? No, I'm not.
Okay, no, I think it was me actually. So you guys are good.
All right, yeah, it's not me.
Okay. Right, so let's take a look at SPY, right? So we'll take a look at the daily for a second. Just kind of talk about the structure and what you guys could have noticed today that it's going to reject. So the first thing, as I told you guys before, is this right here. You have this level that's kind of setting up as almost as a triple top here, 1, 2, 3. And it's also like a Wu-Tang sign, right? Like the W formation, if you guys see it. Here. This actually, there's a name for it, right? There's a lot of people that trade harmonic patterns. And if you look at this one, this is a very bearish pattern right now. So we have a really good chance to actually come down from here. And the way we can play it tomorrow, and then we'll cover how we could have played it today, is obviously the inside-outside day here, and then we'll take a look at the VPOX. So this will be your high. So, and today was the all-time high, right? So we did set up a new all-time high today. So that was good. I don't know if you guys feel this way, but it didn't really feel like we were setting up an all-time high today. It felt like I felt like we were crashing the whole time while we were trading, honestly. Like I just did not trust many moves today at all.
The open felt like it was super strong, and then it got weird.
Yeah, maybe I just maybe had a different feeling the whole time. Like I was super bearish the whole time, and I was quick to take profits. I wish I held some of the UPST that I got from the beginning of the day at like $1.05. This contract went to be like $3.55, almost $4. Nonetheless, this is a key level. Obviously, a lot of you guys know the inside days and the previous day, previous high. So this is our previous day low. We're gonna keep this on, to keep it on our watch list tomorrow. Keep the SPY there to make sure we can potentially catch a run in the morning before the orbs come out. So we'll use this along with the VPOX here. We'll switch it to 30 minutes. And this is also what I had drawn the other day. Before today, this was the levels I had. Basically, it was here. As you guys know, I call this the no trading zone. This here is, unless you're really good at scalping, and just think the robots are much quicker than us. You have to be really, really good at scalping and using maybe 5 3-minute time frames rather than 1-minute time frames, because there's a lot of fake outs to play this. But you could make money. I know the sheriff guy, he trades SPY. I know Jeff does as well. I can trade it quickly, but you just have to be cautious when it's volatile like this. So today they gave us a move, right? We actually dumped right below this. I just want to ask you a question. What do you guys think is going to happen here? Based on, whether it was my teachings, what do you guys see here? the sequence on? Because he posted a similar question for the in the private staff chat that we have, and it's actually the same exact chart that he sent. So Drew, what do you think here?
Sorry, I have to unmute myself. I think we're going to see more downside.
Okay. So the way I look at it, just to give you my perspective, right or wrong, there's a lot of, so we broke through a critical rectangular consolidation, which is this area here. The first line, I would call it maybe even a little bit lower here, but close enough. We broke through this, right? And usually what happens, it's called a retest. We're going to come here. Now, if you look at all these demand zones, and I'm going to draw it just using the simple idea here, that this is now going to be the supply zone for it, and see how we kind of react to it. And we can do the same on ES, and we can see how we're doing against it. I haven't even checked the futures. But tomorrow, I would expect it that we're going to come up to this level of 4766 max, or maybe slightly above it, and we might see a rejection in this area here. So usually what happens, it will come up to here. It might just touch it and come down, and it might just dance around here, trap more people, and then kind of break down. Does that make sense? So that's what I would expect tomorrow on SPY itself. Today, the way you could have traded, this is actually a fairly simple trade today. Even if you took 10-minute trades today, obviously this was your low of the day. This is your orb low right here, the first 10 minutes. And what are the rules of the orb low and orb high? You go long when it breaks the orb low, and you're 50%. If I was to go here, let's see, 940, 910, okay. Let's just do this real quick here. So your 50% is right here. It came, rejected the 50%. This is your orb low. Then it broke the orb low, and then, I mean, it literally went through all the targets right at the close. So this was a fairly easy trade, guys. I mean, to me, this was, and I don't know if anyone remembers me saying this during the day when I was trading live with you guys. I said, I'm just going to get out of my calls here. I just don't feel like we're going to be pushing higher. Usually when you make an all-time high like this, you usually get some follow through, right? I just did not see that. And then if you check the daily volume, which I don't have here, if you check the daily volume here, I mean, to me, this is very bearish volume, right? So from here, first of all, and then ever since, your volume is actually pushing down. And the price is going to all-time highs. To me, this is an anomaly, and I pay attention to anomalies in volume because they always work out in your favor if you're noticing them. Okay. So then, bigger picture. Let me just remove the indicators. Obviously, so this was a double bottom here. Usually, stocks come back, and they like to test the neckline of the double bottom. So if I was to go here, this usually would be the test that they want to come after and make sure that it was valid. So you're looking, you know, kind of 470, SPY close at 476. We dipped a little bit after hours. Let's check the futures just to get an idea. We're down slightly, so nothing major on the futures yet. But I would expect some potential bounce here, 4743, and then if we break that, then I think we'll go lower. So we'll watch this tomorrow. 4743, and then SPY. Where's SPY? Does that answer your question on trading, how I would have traded it today, or do you need more? This was the low of the day. It looked like a falling wedge here, which could have been faking a lot of people out a few times, just knowing that we made all-time high. So you had a low pop here, and you see here, I just want you to pay attention here. If this was your higher high, this then is your higher high here. Here's your lower high, lower high. It was, if you look here, sorry, wrong one. Just pay attention to this line right here. Did this lower high ever get broken again in the whole session of trading? it really never got broken. So this is your, lower high, lower high, lower high, lower high, or even maybe the same, and then another lower high, and then you're still making lower lows, lower low, higher low, and then here you have maybe higher high, like a fake out right here, but it didn't really follow through. And then you have another lower low, and then here's your key point where it literally makes a lower low for the day. And this was kind of your point that it was building here. It was this level, and then you had this wick here that came back. If you're playing, this was your zone for that you could have, the last, what is it, from 3 o'clock, this was your entries. Go up above it, go short below it. Any questions on this? Are you guys able to hear me, or?
Yeah, we can hear you.
Okay. All right, so here, let me see what I was drawing. I think there was a major line here that's going piercing through. Yep. This level right here. So let's see. So tomorrow, I'm just gonna remove this for a second. This becomes a really, really important level right here. 471. We talked about having that 470 retest earlier. Then you have another repoc here. This is just a POC, but the major repoc is right here, 453. And believe it or not, this level will be tested in the next 3 weeks. This one right here. This was touched pre-market. So I usually mark them VPOC extended hours. So it got tapped. If you guys look at it, right, this is extended hours tap right here. They kind of danced on it, but they really never came back and tested it again here on real trading hours. So this is SPY tomorrow. These would be the levels that if you're going to short, it does have a value area here, 475. So if you're going to be playing the puts off of the break of the previous day low, you want to be aware of this level as potential first target for profit. So let's just take a look at it. So here's your entry, 475.69. So you're looking about 70 cents move on it. And then we'll look at the, the levels, the way they're playing tomorrow and go from there. AMD, I think they had some news. I think they had like a small pop that is gone right now. So AMD was honestly not even the one I want to trade tomorrow or even look at. So here's this. It has potential to come to 143. I just don't think it has a really good setup to trade. Let's look in the video. The video did the same thing. I was in the video contract. I did get out like right here somewhere at the POC, and I'm glad I did because obviously dumped super, super hard. So let me remove this here so you guys can see it. Yeah, it really looks like it wants to go to 291 because that would be the VPOC there. And it has almost a zone here that's going to bounce. So let's watch tomorrow how we react to this. I would take a look at the video just to see how the options went today. Wow. Do you guys see this order on my screen? 270 calls for March 18, 8,000 of them. Nancy Pelosi. So, I mean, really good chart in terms. So I think here, let's watch for a bounce play tomorrow. Otherwise, if we break through this, we do have some potential to come down. Just trying to zoom out to see. Yeah, this level is fairly important, 285. So it came here, more sellers, came again, more sellers. I think we're going to bounce here tomorrow. Microsoft. Oof. There goes Microsoft. So Microsoft had the bull flag. I mean, that looked like a really good trap here. And now, man, it is might really come down. Yeah, I would watch this level for a bounce at 336.72. And also you could short it below this level. And I would definitely use maybe like 5-minute time frame on this tomorrow. Okay, so I would. So we'll see what we do tomorrow here. This is going to be a critical level for it. Not the best setup for either way. Affirm, wow. Did anyone catch Affirm today when I called it out? I think Drew, you're on. I don't know if you got in.
I was watching it. I was out of buying power at that point. I can't wait to deposit more money so I don't run out so fast.
That was a good play. So 113.46 seems to be a nice. They'll make a higher high there. Obviously here it made, if you want to call this a swing on the daily, probably not. So it really needs to take out this level here in order to go higher, 108.43. Today it tried. I think it was 107 that it hit and kind of rejected. But it still looks like a little bear pennant, honestly, here. You guys see it? So it looks like a bear pennant on this chart on a daily. Just want to check something real quick. See if this completed the cycle. It's not done yet. Probably go to 82 here. So I will short it if we can get this to drop. So it has 96, 97 is today's low. Wow, it really had a nice run today, $10. Okay, yeah, so for this one here, we can go for calls over 108.43, which would be, it's doable with the firm, but it will be a little tough depending on how the market opens tomorrow. And then we can short it below 97, a little bit riskier, or short it below 96.52, which would be less risk. So about $1.10 difference. I honestly prefer to short it below the other one. So let's just remove this. So 96.52 would be the level for it. Let's see. Baba today had a monster run. Did you guys see the bet on Baba? Did anyone pay attention to that? It was $100 and something million bet for Baba. I don't know which strike he was going. I think he was going for. This is Nvidia. Let me see.
I didn't see it. You know, with what my wife was telling me yesterday, I wasn't even looking at Chinese stocks at all. And then I was talking to her about it this afternoon, and she was saying it's only Xi'an that's shut down. Like the bigger cities like Beijing are not shut down. It's only Xi'an. So that makes sense as to why Chinese stocks were still able to move today.
Yeah, supposedly there was an order for $100 million worth of options on this ticker here. So a lot of people are going to be looking, you know, hey, is Baba going to bounce here? Uh, so it does need to, you know, close above this, which I guess it did here, 122.94, and it closed slightly above this. So let's see how we react to this level tomorrow. Then the next levels would be here based on just the naked charting. Let's look at 30 minutes because this one is going to be way off just because they've been consolidating here so much. Like here, they almost did it perfect if you guys are paying attention to the bottom of the screen. So if you guys see here, it popped, they accumulated more, and look now. Is the same pattern going to repeat where they popped and then they drag it down all the way slowly? Maybe. Maybe it's not worth shorting just because the time decay here. This would eat your money away. So tomorrow, I mean, you can watch it for, you know, over this value area here. It went to 124. Wow. Oh my God. It went to 124. So these contracts had a high of 336. That's insane. So I will definitely watch this tomorrow. A couple of other Chinese stocks that I saw running today is it Futu, I believe, FUTU.
LI, Neo,
Yeah,
XPEV.
yeah, this one here has potential all the way to here. And you guys see here, this is why I love the VPOX. Look how perfectly this rejected 2 days after this POC here. Almost to a penny, 46.9, and just kind of collapsed. So let's see, this guy has POC here. Yeah, I would take this over the value area high here, 43.69. It could have a potential to 46.9. I think, no, that was somebody else. I think it was Neo that got upgraded. Wow, Neo had a run. Let me see, what is this demand zone that I have? Yep. So let's see if we can break the 33.05. We do have a VPOC right here. So I would watch this level here at 33.66 first. So there's not a lot of meat here. And obviously here was your, if you're trading today, this was your, if you looked at the POCs, this was your entry here. Once it broke through here from this level, you guys see that they really didn't have much at all. Even here, once it broke the value area, it had zero stuff stopping it all the way until, look at the value areas. They're all up here. They're telling you the values here. In this area is the value. And here is just a drop so they can load up perfectly here. Look, drop, load up. Now I wouldn't be shocked if we come back to these levels here, 30.52 or so in the near future and then bounce. But for tomorrow, 33.05, I would only look to short it below 31 here. So that's the levels I'll play on Neo. Let's see, what did Tesla do today? Well, Tesla has a bull flag here. Weirdly enough, still in the bull flag. Yep. So this would be if you look at the 1 hour, obviously this is the support right here that we could short below this. And I think if I recall the VPOC, there is one there, yeah, somewhere around here, 1065, no longer VPOC, but there's one here that it filled, and there's one here that it didn't. 931 now. So for me personally, I would short it below 1050. I'm just going off of the even numbers, the round numbers. I would short it below 1050 here. So I would definitely short it here. Below this, you'll have some value area, potential bounce here if it gets there, and then scale out or pick up more position below 1038. Let's see how the day looked. Yeah, I mean, do you guys see the bull flag? Everybody sees it, right?
Yep, got it.
Yeah, it's clear as day. Yeah, this gets really, really interesting here. Still has a gap here. So let's see. I mean, if it decides to go to the bottom of this channel, that would be really, really interesting. So those are the levels for Tesla. I just can't believe Amazon has not made a move yet. So have you guys looked at Amazon on the monthly ever? This is the biggest bull flag I've ever seen on the monthly.
That's crazy. Normally, the furthest out I look is like on the weekly.
I like to check monthlies a lot. And the reason why I check monthlies because now it really gives me the range for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Like 19 months, honestly, it's been in this range here. It's a big range, don't get me wrong. I'm not saying it's a tiny range, but I'm just saying it hasn't made a move yet. Technically, it has not made a move yet. Like this is not a move yet. So, and do you guys know how the rectangular consolidation works? Anyone? Like what's your price level after it breaks the rectangle?
Sorry, I'm muting myself. Isn't it? It's going to be the length of the flagpole. You
No,
use your fibs,
actually,
right?
no.
No.
So no, the basically the way you calculate where it's gonna go, it's the consolidation zone, and you just add that zone to the upper side, and you get the levels where it's gonna go. So let me go here, just because it's easier to measure. Thinkorswim doesn't have that.
That's like a $700 movement.
Yep. So if you look at this right here, let's just start with this one here for a second. So if you look at this range right here for a second, you'll see this is about 67% increase. Then what you do is you find this level again, and you take the magnet off, and then you go for 57%. You see that? It's maybe I'm long.
That's nuts.
I can't get it close now. This is the best time I can get it, guys. So that's how the breakouts of rectangles work. And you can also use the same on 5 minutes, 10 minutes, and it's deadly accurate because if you look here, this rectangle here was 67%. even though it looks smaller, but from this point on, 67% becomes bigger in terms of mass because it's a bigger number, right? So people are like, oh, that's wrong. No, it's just that maybe people don't understand the percentages and numbers. But does that make sense why it looks a little bit bigger than this? It won't be the same size, but the percentage, the key is the percent to be the same.
It makes sense to me, yeah.
Yep, good. So, and while I'm on the topic, and let me just give you guys an idea how you can use these boxes. And I think I've seen a few people start using them, and in our group here. So you have a couple of boxes. I mean, you have a couple of boxes here in consolidation, right? Like the side chart right here. I'm just looking quickly. So if you look here, this is one box right here. So if you took the measurement of this level to here, you can bet and play it safe and take that percentage down to this level right here, and you'll be okay to take profits. Does that make sense? So every time you can do that real quick. If you see a zone, just set up your profits, and what I would do quickly is just draw a line, and then you can remove these things, so that way you're not confused if it bothers you.
Yeah, it makes
But
sense.
that's how you can definitely use these consolidation zones, and I suggest everybody kind of looks for consolidation patterns during the day. So if you look at ES now, I think we're actually live. So here's an ABC pattern right here, if you guys are looking. So there's your A, B, and C. So here, let me just give you an idea. Here it goes. So you guys see that usually the target between A, B, and C here. Now, I know I'm going off topic. I just want to make sure you guys can recognize these. Is this. Usually, if you see an ABCD pattern, your short entry, you can short it the way I play it, and this might be different than how you guys play it. I usually will short it on the break of the B and take it all the way down. There's people that will take it at the C and put the stop loss a little bit higher. I like to take the B, and my targets become 127, and they become 1618. And if I was to go on maybe 3 minutes, you guys will see that it hit the 1618 perfectly here and kind of bounced from there. So that get in the habit of looking at these patterns and consolidations. And here you have another one. So if you look at this zone right here, same thing if you do. A little bit easier in TradingView just because of the tools that they have. But here, if you take the same thing, 19% came right back to that point and actually rejected. So on SPX, on ES, might not be much if you look at it, but they actually pay well on these drops on 36 points or whatever, or 9 points each. So that's how I would use those consolidation zones, just so you guys can aware it. And this one on Amazon, on the monthly chart, I mean, it looks beautiful, right? So let's look at it now on the daily. So on the daily, I mean, it has does anyone see a pattern here that pops? It's kind of staring at your eyes. Like, you can't miss it. Anyone?
Is that a
Falling
W?
wedge?
W? Or
Falling wedge?
Head and Shoulders?
Head and shoulders, yep. Yeah, head and shoulders. So, I mean, you could draw it to be kind of like right here. And if this is correct, I mean, you do have some support here at 33.05, but if this breaks, does anyone know where it goes?
Isn't it a measured move from the neck?
That's correct. So if you look at Amazon on the daily, here's a quick lesson on how to do this. Here's the neckline, or I'm sorry, the shoulders here. So if people don't know what head and shoulders is, let's just do it real quick. Here's your left shoulder, head, right shoulder. Okay. Now to measure the move, you would take this I would just go from here to the head, which is about 14%. And then from the breaking point down, you would go 14%. Oh, that's close enough. And then you can just kind of look at, oh, where does this take us? So if you were to do this, I'll just draw a line here. And let's look where it goes. I have no idea where. Isn't that crazy? Look at this. You guys see the support right here?
That's ridiculous. So full port Amazon tomorrow. Got it.
Well, we just you gotta see if it breaks these wicks here. You could actually go heavier on these puts once it breaks 3,300.
I'm joking, of course, Shorty. But yeah,
I'm not joking. I'm actually excited about this.
I'm not full porting anything.
But this looks really good. I mean, this looks really, really bearish right now. And if this works out, obviously, I mean, I did not even see these levels before, but it came out to a penny here, a $3,000 stock. So I would definitely watch this tomorrow. Let me kind of look at this might look ugly on the screen, but I'm trying to get my colors to match so they make sense. There's a VPOC here, not a VPOC, just a POC. Wow, it really does not have. So it has the 3340. I mean, this is free space tomorrow unless they. Honestly, this is free money tomorrow unless they gap it down, guys. You guys see here why I'm saying that? So there's really no volume in between any of these recent POCs here. So if I was to look here, like you even see that this one here is resistance. So let's say it pushes, where did it close? 33.71. I mean, I would look to short it here. The first initial short would be here. Then the second one, if it goes over that, is this level here. But if it breaks this level here tomorrow, there's a strong chance that we pull another $40. So Amazon, I mean, this is probably my number one watch tomorrow. Yeah, this is definitely we're watching tomorrow. Yeah, where, how come my indicators are gone from here? Oh, never mind, they're right here. Okay. Why is it not showing up the other volume scripts? I have no idea why not. Okay. Well, I'll take a look at these. Let me look at it on Amazon on 30 minutes. Yeah, it looks like 33.41 honestly might be the level to short it to tomorrow. This is 30 minutes. I mean, this trend line's been golden here. You guys see this? Look at this. One,
Yes,
2,
sir.
3, 4, 5, 6. I mean, this channel here is really, really good. So usually when you find something this golden, just take your channel tool and let it do the work for you. Try and see. Yeah, this one looks much better here. Yeah, this is a nice channel here. So you guys can see here, if we were to break this level, there's a strong chance that tomorrow we would get a bounce at this level. It would be the 50% of the channel, as well as the level that we know that it might bounce. And if it breaks that 33.40, then it's literally free space to dump right below. And I'll just check something on these clouds here. Oh yeah, it was close to a disaster today. Actually, they literally got saved by the bell. If you guys look at my screen here, these kelts here that you guys are seeing, these are lower level kelts. This is 30 minutes, and this is actually the 15 minutes gray, the green one, and the little gray one here is 5 minutes. But once it breaks through these clouds on the daily, on the intraday levels, it literally opens up for a gap. These are like chains holding the stock to be in between. And you guys can tell if I was to extend this all the way here, it really never broke these levels here. It was kind of staying in the range. You never had an extreme run to the upside. The daily bottom is here at 32.90. So we would call this daily bottom. And okay, this is why I love these clouds, guys. Look at the midline here. It's perfect rejection here, literally on the penny in 3416. So now, and this has potential all the way to 3163. Weekly bottom. So we'll watch tomorrow below 3370. If they gap it down, then we'll watch for upward movement and a rejection or a break of 3340 to go down. Then we would have about $37 drop or a little bit more. I think it will go to the 32.91 target. And I'll just check here real quick just to make sure. Yeah, you guys can see here, if you're looking at my chart still, below 33.51, 33.52, there's really nothing stopping it all the way to 32.90. It has a VPOC here. If it breaks that, great. And if it gets a bounce here, it's going to come back to this level and reject and continue down. So this is a really interesting chart. I think we can make a lot of money tomorrow, guys, on Amazon here. Usually when it's this pretty on Amazon, I don't like to miss it.
So 1/4 port Amazon tomorrow if it breaks that level. That's what I'm hearing.
Yep. Yep. And I mean, we can look at the options on it. Honestly, if you look at these 33.40s, they're not that bad. And we know Amazon can make about a $70 move really, really quick. Me personally, I'll probably load up some of these just for fun. If I see, that it's switching, and then probably some 33.50s.
Is that normal to have that big of a spread on Amazon?
This probably is, yeah. On a stock that's this expensive, yeah, it's not too uncommon.
Sorry, Shorty, what's the reasoning for grabbing two different contracts so far apart?
So, and the way I trade it, right? If I grab the 33, I'll grab the 3300s here, and I'll have the 3350s. Let's say I grab them on the break of 3370. That's a 20 points move to my drop. I will sell those, and then I will look. If it breaks the 3340, I'll be in the 3300s. Does that make sense? So for the first initial dip, if they don't breach it pre-market, I will grab 3350s. And if they go to 3380, we're going to be looking to short it. So I'll be looking for this bounce here and then grab 33.50, which is a $30 drop, which will make these contracts a lot more cheaper than 710 that they closed at. And then once it comes to this target of 33.50, I will scale out of those completely. And then I'll watch for the break of 33.40 or a rejection here on the back door of the 4 hours. And I'll play it all the way to 3300 with the 3300 puts. Remember, we are trading 0 day tomorrow. So I'm not going to keep 33.50s all the way down. Does that help answer or no?
Oh, yes, thank you.
Okay. So I'll quickly go through a couple of tickers here and just tell you if there's potential for setup. So here's Microsoft. I will short it below 336.41 here, and we had that level here. You guys see this bounce or short zone here? It was a little bit more zone than a straight line. So now we know below 336.44, we can short it, and 332 would be our first target here. I did not mean to do that. No. Yep, so this would be the first price target if we were to get this dump here. You can also, if it decides to run, it will have a lot of hard time to get over this level here. And 341, 340 range, I'd probably say between 340 and 341 that it would look to reject on Microsoft. Facebook, let's see what Facebook did. So if you see the purple cloud here, I know there's a bunch of stuff here that may be throwing you guys off a little bit. So here's the purple cloud here. You have the 4 hour green, and then the daily. Where's the daily cloud? Daily? Yeah, the purple is the daily, and the orange is the weekly. You guys can see that everything is tight. And Drew, correct me if I'm wrong. Did I tell you last week that Facebook has to break the 355 in order to go higher? Remember, I think you even messaged me. I think I had it saved.
Yeah, you did.
Yeah, and I told you that it's going to trap a lot of people here once it comes, that people are going to hop in and buy the 370 calls, but it's not going to happen.
Yeah, because I thought Facebook looked really good, and then you showed me the Celts, and you're like, nope, it's not going to happen.
Yep, that's exactly what happened. And obviously, it did not happen here. So now you can short it below 343 tomorrow for 3 points for sure. That's a guarantee. There's not much guarantees in life and trading, but this is almost a guarantee tomorrow. Break 343.05 is going to 340.05. This is a 4 hour Celt here, middle. It really doesn't have a lot of range if you guys see here. Everything is almost in $2, 343, 344, 346. So not the best one, and Facebook can move so weird that you almost don't want it. Wow. And what did we talk about? A firm that it has potentially, it had a bear flag, it had a bear pennant, if you guys recall. So I'll just switch quickly to the daily. So here's the bear pennant that we had, right? You guys see it? The cloud, the purple cloud here is closed. So if it was to break, there's a strong chance. Well, we could take that long. If it breaks below 100, we could take it long and switch to calls at this level here. Does anyone notice why I've been kind of showing you guys clouds slowly, introducing you to them? Do you know why we would expect a bounce here? Drew, you're not allowed.
Oh, I was about to answer. That's not fair.
Dumpster fire, got it. The cloud on the purple one is closed, and that's correct. So the cloud, when the cloud is closed, I can show you this a million times. There's no way the price is going to go through it. Here's one example right here. It's just built that way that it's really not going to break through a closed cloud, where the cloud is closed. Here's another example here. And these clouds obviously are not painted after, they paint before. And you can tell the cloud closed on 12/27, which was 3 days ago on the firm here. So if it does come down here, I'll be looking for a bounce here. We can short it below, probably did it close? Yeah. So maybe short it below 100 because the even numbers, and we would have about $8 drop on this. So this looks good.
Sorry to interrupt,
I,
Shorty,
I,
but the clouds, are you trying to make those available to everybody on TradingView?
yeah, we are. We're working on it. It just might not be as quickly to because there's a lot of code to change. So me and Sequence are gonna work. Yeah, that's correct. Calcs are based on ATR, but these are slightly custom ones that we have. And to give you guys a little bit of excitement, if you guys want, this is what's being tested now. So if you guys look here, here's your excitement for the day. And for all the existing members, these are all the clouds right here. You guys see the daily cloud. So and then there's a lot of settings that we will have to cover. So here I'm showing 4-hour, daily, and a weekly, and I'll show monthly, and all of these clouds are about to show up here. And you guys will be able to see the ranges just like we do here. The good news for the people that are already in the Discord, the price will not change. You guys will get these as part of your $39.99. For the people that will join after, this would be actually a little bit more expensive to get because it did require coding. So you guys are lucky enough that you join in the beginning of the time. As I told Drew, we will work to provide more benefits that that you're paying for. So I think this would be really good for you guys to pick up because it does print the best levels that you can have in the trading game. So here's this. So if you're looking at these clouds on Apple, I'm shorting Apple tomorrow. It's not a revenge trade just because of this setup right here. Cloud is closed. The daily middle is at 173, and the weekly top is right here at 171. So here is where you get these, just I'm using the daily candle bottom here, two of them 2 wicks. If we go below 178, I usually round these when they're really close. I would say 178. I would short it down, and then we can go from there. By the way, if anyone is interested, I built a strategy a long time ago based on Vervoot. I don't know if you guys have ever heard of this or not. You guys see these little lines here? See the little dots that show up? If you look at these little dots, they indicate when you should get in and get out of positions. So I can give you guys this for free if anyone's interested in it. They're actually something that I used when I first started trading. It's a pretty good strategy, along if you get the VWAP and in a coordination with this. This literally works. Like if you look at it here, 5 minutes is good. If you look at it on 10 minutes, it becomes a little deadly here. So here you have a combo of VWAP and this, and if you add orbs to all of this, and you don't have good trades, then we're doing something wrong.
Please send that to me.
Yeah, I'll send it. Actually, I'll give this to everyone. This will be a New Year's gift to the whole Discord. I'll send you guys this. It's simple as this. It's multi-time frame, so it's an MTF study. Anytime you change it, it's gonna build based on what you have here. So here, yeah, I'll definitely share this. And just to show you something, did anyone notice something on Apple when I switched to 30 minutes where it bounced? This is our 4-hour cloud. Obviously here you had I can't express this. There's, excuse my language, no fucking way in this world that Apple was gonna go through this level here. And the reason behind this is, guys, the daily cloud's been closed since 12/16. Like there's just no way that it's gonna go through it. And look here, it attempted, it was not gonna go through it. The perfect short actually by the book was right here on Apple at 180.59. You're supposed to short it there. If you're in January on 85 calls, yeah, yeah, you can forget about those. Unless they announce they're building a car or something of that kind, yeah, it will change this, but otherwise it won't. NVIDIA, I mean, same thing with NVIDIA today. It was consolidating. We said we want to short it. Tomorrow, I think, VPOC bounce area might be here at 290. If it does break this VPOC here, 285 becomes open, but all to 274 is also doable. So, which would be the daily bottom here. Yep, so the Bearwood indicator here is basically a Bearwood study. Not many, I don't think that, yeah, there's no Bearwood as a standalone study in Thinkorswim. This is a custom coded study. Basically, they use a CCI and some other indicators to plot out these little circles as the green and the red. I use EMAs and these as they cross below and along with the CCI, it creates these little dots. And if this hits, usually you can go long and just put, your stop loss is right above, close to wick or at your entry and trade that way. And I'm pretty sure that you can actually go ahead and, utilize it for your scalps if you're new, or just kind of test it, right? Use your on demand or fake money, whatever it's called, to trade it, and you will be pretty successful here on that. I'm pretty confident Apple's going down tomorrow. What other tickers you guys interested? Let's kind of find out any other ideas.
You said Apple below the daily low?
Yes, I would take Apple below the daily low. Safe entry would be below 176.71. Is somebody taking notes on these levels and we'll send them, or hopefully somebody?
I have Affirm, Baba, Futu, Tesla, Microsoft, Facebook, and Apple right now.
Do you have Amazon?
No.
Yeah, 3370, I believe we said Amazon. No, 3370. Below 3370. Yeah, below 3370, we can short Amazon.
Okay.
And the first target would be 3350. If it breaks 3350, then you have a quick $10 drop. And if it breaks 3340, that's where I would get in a little bit heavier towards the 3300s. I would watch, and I might save every penny on my capital for Amazon this level. And if it doesn't happen, that means I just didn't take any trades. If it starts going this way on the bear side, I'll definitely watch for this level here, which requires patience, right? Which is key. So Amazon, we said Lucid. Let's see, Lucid. Yep, Lucid hit the 4-hour top today and barely got above it. Never really closed again. So you'll be able to buy a scalp tomorrow at 37.45. If it dips to 36, that's gold. I mean, you can buy some calls there. Even better if it goes 34.63. You can go long at 39.37. At 40.39, you're going to get a rejection. So you have a dollar move here in between. If it breaks 40.39, then you're going to 42.47. So that's Lucid. Say it again.
You like Roku?
Let's look at Roku. So what I would say on Roku, every time that this one hit, just new idea. Bearwood, whenever it showed up on 10 minutes, it looked like to have pretty lengthy moves. Here it told you to kind of short it, and it dropped 8 points. Here it never really went above the cloud. It got rejected perfectly. So I would actually expect it back. Remember what I told you today? For 230 is a magic level for Roku lately. If you go back, if you put TPO on it, I'm pretty sure Roku is going to be a 230. So I would definitely watch this tomorrow at 230 for a bounce. If it breaks 228.92, let's see what happens. Okay, so 30 minutes triggered the Bearwood signal. Let's see, where's the 1 hour? And 1 hour is about to signal it. and it's pretty deadly on on Roku, guys. I mean, here, rejection right here. Yeah, you could short it tomorrow below if it closes here. Where is it? 234.25. If you want to short it tomorrow, if it stays in this area, 233, you have to get out at 230, or you could short below 230 all the way down to about 225 or 223. So that would be the levels I play on. Let's see. I'm thinking let's close this. Do you guys see anything here interesting? Anyone?
I see, like, well, you have a bull flag and even possibly some box consolidation at the end there.
So it has a nice bull pennant, right, that it's forming all the way to here. So, and I mean, with all the news of COVID, this falling wedge, along with the, that it has a bull flag, bull pennant forming, I think this has potential, honestly, to go. It's even closer if you look at it this way. I drew it two ways. If we can take this out tomorrow, I'm putting naked levels here. You're looking at some potential levels here. I would even say if it breaks this, it's going 60. Yeah, let me just look. Let's see. So we have this level. It has 59.13. So yeah, it would be going to about $60 if it breaks that. So let's see. And this is right here. Let's see. This is a 4-hour metal that it's holding right here. So if it dips here tomorrow to about 57.45, this would not be a bad bounce play here. We would actually be able to get here on PFE. And I don't suggest maybe buying weeklies on this. I do suggest maybe buying some swings on this. 2-to-1 on puts and calls. Mark, this is good. Let's see, what are they targeting? Oh wow, I was like, wow, PFE at 3,900. Whoa. What does this guy know here? Do you guys see this order? I think this is a sell. If anyone has trade something where you can see the orders, whether it was at bid or at ask, if you can check Pfizer and if you can find an order that happened at 11 EST today, that'd be great. We could get some info out of this.
I'll go check it on Unusual Whales.
Yeah, because this has, I mean, that's a huge sell. They're saying that this price is not going to close below 54 puts. I mean, if you look at the order size, I mean, he collected $1 million on this. So,
I take that back. I guess I don't have access to Unusual Whales anymore.
no worries. We'll figure it out. Wow, it is. Yeah, they did sell it.
I just had to log in because I formatted my PC. Hang on, I get it.
It was a sell of the puts. So this is interesting. So I'm looking at January 7th as well. I see there's a little bit of picking up there. I'll probably pick up some January 7th calls on this. Let's see which one is it. 59.5. I hate playing half contracts. Probably pick up some 60s and swing them through the weekend in case some news come. I won't go heavy. Probably 10, 15 contracts on that. Myrna, let's look at that guy. I know it can run. Ooh, yeah. This looks pretty good. So let me remove this stuff so you guys can see it. Do you guys see where it bounced? Like, look at the level here. Perfectly off of the cloud that's closed since Tuesday. And the daily bottom, perfect cloud here. The entry was literally right here on this level here. On the weekly break at 240, this was your entry. So once it breaks 256, tomorrow it can go all the way to 270. So this is something that I would watch on Myrna.
Sorry,
You guys know it can
sorry,
make
really
violent.
quick, Shorty. When was that order on PFE?
It was somebody posted. It was at 11 o'clock today.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Can you tell me what the levels for a firm was again?
Yep. Let's look at it first. So you
I have
can.
10.
The
Go ahead.
risky short is below 102.44. I would short it below 100. Here, if you get 100, you have a $2 drop on a daily cloud. So I would short it below 102.45, all the way down to 97.99. You would expect some turbulence if on this level of 97.99 if you short it right below 100. So the best is take a chance at 102.45, short it there and see what happens, or otherwise short it at 96.52 and you will have about a $4 drop at 292.65.
So below 102.45 risky, say
And
below
then
100 goes to 97.99.
yep. And then below 96 goes to 92.65.
Cool,
Thanks.
thanks.
Yep. So that's a firm. What is NVAX doing? The NVAX looks really, really good here. Yeah, I'm gonna look to play NVAX over 160. It has 165. Let's see what they've been hitting on that one. And oh yeah, they're hitting 295s, 120s. A lot of somebody's expecting I don't know if you guys are noticing, but January 21st date, everybody's buying puts for it. If you don't believe me, let me show you something. Look at this order right here, guys. June 17th, 432 puts for SPY. Holy crap. They're hitting June 17th on SPY, so heavy. And there goes the June 28th, 500 here, nothing serious. There goes the January 21st. Look at these hits, guys, on 21st. Yeah, that's a lot. So let's see. Let's take a look at SPY real quick on cloud so you guys can see it. Okay. So here's a disaster where it starts. A real disaster starts at 473. Once it breaks 473, this is literally gonna go down to here. Which you guys see what's close to this level right here?
That VPOC.
Yep. So once we break this 473, I will be swinging puts if it comes very close to it. I'll swing some puts to protect myself as well for this, because SPY can pay if you nail the drop on this. Let's see.
Those are cheap.
Yeah, I was just thinking the same thing.
Might as well just
Oh.
buy them now.
Look at this here. You see this line here?
Yeah, 10,000.
10,000 volume and open interest of 329. Ah, you're coming with me. Even these, I will play. Yeah, I will definitely watch this tomorrow. And we can check ES. And you guys see here, ES is holding for dear life right here, guys. If they dump this through here from 47.45 on ES, this is gonna go 4683. So that kind of translates to 468. And what is the strike price that you guys saw on SPY that they're targeting? Did anyone see that for June? You guys see that or nobody saw that?
Was it 352?
Here, let's take a look at it.
It was something wild
Yeah.
like that.
It was 400 for June. It was 432. I did see a four. Here's the 468
Okay.
for January 28. 5,000 of them. Somebody might be in trouble. Somebody sold all these calls here. So I would watch this tomorrow, definitely on ES. That agrees with us. We'll check NQ so you guys know the levels on the NQ so you're not surprised if something is not going. Okay, you guys want to see perfection? This is not me cocky saying, but look at this. You guys see how well this rejected here? So it had the daily cloud here that was closed and it never really got anything done. And then it came back down and gave people a false hope that it was going to go higher, but that cloud's also closed. So yeah, there's no chance it was going to go higher. So I think there's more downside tomorrow. Overall, I think we see a pop, but let's see how we play it. I think we'll see a pop, but let's see. So 16,351 is a key level tomorrow, slightly a little higher. If it breaks that, as a free fall about 300 points. And then the next one would be right here. Oh my God. You guys see that this level here, weekly metal is agreeing with the daily bottom. That's a super magnet right now. Yeah, this becomes a super, super magnet. Man, I'm getting excited.
Shorty
Okay,
gets
so
to live up to his name.
yeah, I love it. I love shorting stuff. It pays so well. So I mean, on SPX, honestly, below 47.39 is where where it has potential to drop because this is a cloud that stands still. It can be a little choppy, unless they drop it. Obviously, pre-market, then it has this 47.17 drops. Then they have all the way to 46.78. So these would be the levels that I watch kind of on this. This one has about what 13 points move. This is the move that I'll be interested in. Then obviously, if they give us 4.678 break all the way to 4.583, this would be lovely. So 4.678, 4.583. Let's see what they've been hitting here. Oh my God. You guys see this order right here? Is anyone watching this? Holy crap.
Yeah, I see it. It's 2020.
But do you see the price or am I hallucinating? Wow.
No, you're not hallucinating. 252.
25,000 a contract? Okay. $50 million on this trade here. A little bit more on this trade here. But this is all part of a spread here. This is all one buyer. That is crazy.
Don't lie to us, Shorty. That might have been you. Just a light 50 mil.
Yeah. Wow. Okay. Well, we're watching SPX tomorrow. So what else do we want to see?
Roku.
I think did somebody say like whisper Roku?
Yeah, we already did Roku, right?
Yeah, we did Roku. That's what I was saying. Roblox, it's not bad to check.
Yeah, Roku.
And to give you sad news again, the cloud strike. They were not able to get over this daily 4-hour mid here. So if you're gonna play it, you really want to take it over this 4-hour mid. If that breaks, then you can go, and it can go all the way to about 105. It would go to 105. It would go to the middle line of the cloud, which should be 105.54. So we'll do this. Yeah, it has potential downside to 94.75. How do we know? Because the clouds told us the last time that they touched it here, they bounced hard. So, and the cloud moved up, which means the buyers will also move up. So you're looking at about $95 for a balance on that one. Room favorite. Yep. So here's, well, let's activate this one. You want to short it below 1045. If it kind of comes to this level, it really will go to 1013 here. And watch now. I don't know what's happening to the left. I'm just going to draw this line. I'm going to right click on it. I'm going to extend it. Now watch this, how well it works. Look at the 1013 lines here. Just say, let's see, show studies. Look at the 1013 line, just off of that one time, how well it was rejected. So the cloud kind of gives you the best line where you can expect a balance and to get out of your trades. So 1045, we go to 1013, about a $35 drop on Tesla. Okay, let's see what else we got.
Roku, you said short below, was it
230.
233.8?
You can. I would wait for 230. If you short at 233.8, you better be quick on 230 exit. So yeah, you can short it, but I know 230 becomes a really critical point because it's also this yellow line here, 4-hour mid. If you short it below 230, you have a $5 drop. So if short below 230, this is PT number. So if you short here, you have a $5 drop here to short it. Okay. SQ, SQ, I'll show you something on SQ. So this one on SQ got broken. I really didn't think they were going to break this here. Look how well they held it. I'm on a 4-hour chart. So multiple days they were fighting to hold SQ inside this orange cloud, and they failed. They tried to get back in. They couldn't because the daily cloud was in the way. It finally got inside the daily bottom, which is closed here, which is a good sign. So if tomorrow you're to get the drop to 159.76, this might be a good opportunity to buy some long swings. You can look at the call somewhere around 175 or somewhere around 185 to 190s. So that's the levels that I would play on that guy. A coin could really, really dump here, guys. Yeah, coin could really dump here, and I'll be happy to take this, guys. I don't know if you're who's watching or not, but below 253, you will have a bounce at 248. Shorty gets in at 248, drives it all the way to 235. So that's the play that I'm looking at. So for tomorrow, my top list will be Roku will be number one on it, just because there was nothing with a $5 drop. Tesla will be number two play on it. And then, of course, SPY and SPX. I'm only sticking to those four plus Amazon as a golden one to play tomorrow. So those are the top ones for me. If you want to put the asterisks or something next to those, whoever's taking notes.
You said, hold on one sec. Roku, Amazon, Tesla.
Roku, Tesla, Amazon. What else did I say? Coin, I would put that on there.
That's
So
four.
Tesla.
Did you say Roku?
I said Roku.
Yeah.
I think.
I have Affirm, Baba, Futu, Tesla.
Well, I have Apple, SPY, and SPX, right? Apple, SPY, SPX. I always watch SPX, guys. I mean, even when I'm sleeping, I'm watching SPX. Let's see. Okay, here we go. I'm looking at Apple here. I'm looking at the orders that are coming. This guy's done. He's gonna lose all this money. It's the spread. A lot of spreads on Apple. You guys see this? It's pretty much all spreads. There is an interesting order. I like this order. April 22nd. I like that. I like that order a lot. I actually might just get a few myself. Okay, so we have that. Tesla. We're just gonna preload some contracts. So we have the 1050s, right? So we're gonna use those. I would probably play something like 1020s and have some 1000s for fun. Put $1,000, make 100K on this tomorrow if it hits. And then upside, honestly, I would not. I'll put 1100 here. Let's see what happens tomorrow. But that's it, guys. I don't have much more unless you guys have questions about anything else. I'd be happy to answer it. Any questions on trading? Any help you need that I can help you? Yep. And once we just FYI for everyone, once we kind of kick off the 2021, as you guys know, I had a baby recently, and I should be sleeping now if it means anything. Like honestly, slept maybe 1 hour increments. The baby woke up 19 times last night. So every time it wakes up, I wake up as well. So it's been a joy, but also a sleepy joy. So thank you guys for sticking around. We'll get more of my educational stuff for you and more classes once we kick off 2022. So we'll keep it up.
Thanks for
All right,
everything,
guys.
Shorty. Thank you.
Thank you, guys. Bye-bye.